The Holy Tales.
Hello, my name is Tubby. I live here in this wonderful library and I love to eat books. I live here with my friends Gumbo and Freckles. Gumbo, Freckles, come out, wherever you are. Over there, on that great book, is Grand Old Holy. She is really old and wise and tells us wonderful stories when she is awake, that is. Oh, and we love to sing.
Isn't he wonderful, wonderful, wonderful? Isn't Jesus my Lord wonderful?
Wake up, Holy! It's time for you to tell us another story from the Bible. Come on, don't be so lazy. Let us hear today's story.
All right. I will tell you. You children never let me sleep.
Yes, now tell us a story.
So children, today's story is about the death of Moses, the savior of the people of Israel.
What? He dies? How can he die? Wasn't he loved by God?
Yes, he was. But he was a human being, not immortal. Now, let's not waste any more time and start with the story. A long time ago, Moses saved the people of Israel from slavery at the hands of the Egyptians and led them to the land that God had promised them. Before they could enter the promised land, God said,
Moses, I cannot let you enter the promised land because you did not do all that I asked you to do.
However, God showed him the whole land from one end to the other before he died. Moses died in a valley called Moab, where the Lord buried him. But to this day, no one knows the exact place where he was buried. Moses was 120 years old when he died. He was still very strong with very good eyesight. The people of Israel mourned Moses for 30 days. Before Moses died, he appointed Joshua to be the next leader of the people. Joshua was one of his followers whom the people liked. He was very wise and strong.
Moses was indeed a wonderful man. He did such great things for the people of Israel.
Yes, he was a great man. There has never been a man of God in Israel like Moses. Lord has spoken to him face to face. He showed the Israelites such great and wonderful things. Now, children, answer my question. What was the name of the valley where Moses died?
The name of the valley was Moby. Not Moby, silly. It was Moab.
Excellent, Freckles. You are a good girl. Well, I am off to sleep again. I shall meet you again later. Bye-bye. See you.
Hello, Holy.
Hi, children.
It's story time, Holy. Wake up, wake up. You have to tell us another story from the Bible. Oh, and yes, we know we have to answer a question at the end of the story.
Good. So now we shall start with the story. A long time had passed since Moses, who had saved the Israelites from slavery at the hands of the Egyptians, had died in the valley of Moab. It was now his disciple, Joshua, who led the people of Israel into the promised land. After Moses' death, the Lord spoke to Joshua and told him how important it was to keep the law. Joshua got ready with the people, crossed River Jordan, and entered the promised land. Joshua was a very strong and wise man, and no one could defeat him. God promised Joshua that he would never leave him and would always be with him like he was with Moses. So Joshua was made the leader of the Israelites, and he made a promise to God that he would obey the laws, the commandments put down by him. God said,
Read the book of law day and night, and also while you worship me. This will help you to do well wherever you go.
God was with him all the time, supporting him. Joshua was never afraid, and he never felt sad. He was strong in mind and very bold in his actions.
Wow! Joshua was a strong man. And very smart too.
Yes, absolutely. Now you children need to be smart enough to answer my question.
Well, we are very smart, Holy. What's the question?
Who led the Israelites into the promised land?
That is such an easy question, Holy. It was Joshua. He was Moses' disciple.
I wanted to see how much attention you were paying. Well, I feel sleepy. I'll go for my nap now. See ya, children. Bye-bye. Hi, children. I was waiting for you to tell today's story. Today I shall tell you a very interesting story about Joshua and his people and how bravely they fought with the people of Jericho.
Yay! It is always so nice to hear such beautiful stories from you, Holy. Come on, Holy, start with the story. I cannot wait anymore.
Long time ago, there was a city called Jericho, which the people of Israel had to cross to enter the promised land. The Israelites had already found out that the people of Jericho were afraid of them. So they prepared for a fight. The people of Israel carried the covenant box before they went for the battle. The covenant box was a gold-covered wooden box fixed to 2 poles. It had in it the 10 commandments written on 2 stone slabs. The box reminded them that God was always with them. The gates of Jericho were kept shut and guarded to keep the Israelites out. Before the battle, God spoke to Joshua and said,
I will give Jericho to you, with its entire kings and its soldiers, if you and your people follow my orders.
Joshua went to fight the battle with 7 priests, his people, and the covenant box. For 6 days, they marched around the city as God had ordered them to do. On the 7th morning, they marched around the city 7 times. During the last round, the 7th round, the priests blew the trumpet, and as soon as the men heard it, they gave a loud shout. The walls of the city fell to the ground. The army went up the hill into the city and captured it. Now you know, children, how bravely Joshua fought with his people against the people of Jericho. He could only do this because he followed the orders of the Lord.
Also because Joshua was a strong and brave man. So, what is the question for today, Holy?
What was the gold-covered wooden box called?
It was the covenant box. It had the 10 commandments written down on 2 stone tablets.
Excellent, Gumbo. Well said. Now it's time for my nap. I will see you kids soon.
Bye, Holy.
Hello, children.
Hi, Holy. It is time for you to tell us another story from the Bible.
I will, of course, tell you a story, but I'm sure you know that you have to answer my question at the end of it.
Yes, we know that. Come on, now start with the story. We can't wait anymore.
Long time ago, after the fall of Jericho, the Israelites had many more victories with Joshua as their leader. Years passed and Joshua grew old. At the end of his life, he gave a strong challenge to the people to keep. He got all the people of Israel at a place called Shechem and told them to worship the Lord and obey him in everything. He also said,
If you are not willing to serve the Lord, then you can choose your own God today. But my family and I will serve the Lord.
The people of Israel were afraid of the Lord, and so they promised Joshua that they would never leave the Lord to serve other gods. They knew that it was the Lord who had set them free when they were slaves in Egypt. Joshua told them that the Holy Lord would not forgive their sins if they chose to worship any other god. If they left him, the Lord would punish them very severely. The people of Israel pledged to Joshua that they would only serve the Lord, worship him, and also obey all his commands. So Joshua asked them to remove all the images of the other gods that they had and worship only the Lord. The people of Israel followed everything Joshua asked them to do.
That was a nice story, but Holy, why would the Lord be angry if the people worshipped other gods?
That is because he was the one who saved the people of Israel from the hands of Egyptians. Well, now answer my question. Where did Joshua meet the people of Israel and promise them to obey the Lord?
The place was called Shechem?
No, silly. It was called Shechem.
Coming to carry me home, sweet Lord, sweet child.
The Holy Tales.
To watch more videos, please subscribe.
He created plants and trees. On the fourth day, God created the sun to shine in the day, the moon and stars to come out at night. Samson, he became the strongest man on earth. He was so strong that he did not need an army. Since there was no room anywhere else, they decided to spend the night in a stable. Here, Mary had her baby, Jesus. She wrapped him in a blanket and put him to sleep.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Well, 1-9. Be strong and brave. That's God, will be with you everywhere you go.
Friends, say it with me.
Joshua 1:9.
Joshua 1:9.
Be strong and brave.
Be strong and brave.
That's God,
That's God,
will be with you
will be with you
everywhere you go.
everywhere you go.
Great job, friends. Let's say the whole verse together. Joshua 1:9. Be strong and brave. That's God, will be with you everywhere you go. Friends, you got